There are some people in reality TV who just have bad relationships. And then there's Colt Johnson, who somehow turned every relationship he has ever entered into a full-time disaster project.
What? Whoa. Hey!
You lie!
Because no matter which season you're watching or which woman he's with at the time, the pattern never really changes. Things start normal enough, then the arguments begin, then the accusations start flying. And of course, there is Debbie, the most irritating, the most annoying mother in TLC history.
He's never asked me for a nudie cutie, and I've never asked him for a nudie cutie. And it's not.
And somehow Colt is always sitting right in the middle of it all, looking like he just got dropped into the situation 5 minutes ago with no context whatsoever.
I like the house, but I think that if we move to a new house with a pool.
At first, it felt like bad luck, maybe just mismatched personalities. But after it keeps happening again and again and again, you start to notice something uncomfortable. The common factor never leaves. It just changes partners. And that's exactly why Colt Johnson became one of the most talked about and debated people in the entire 90 Day Fiancé franchise. He sides with his mother in almost everything.
You don't know her. You don't know hardly anything about her.
Yeah.
You did quit?
I don't know.
His marriages turned into screaming matches.
I can't read it.
Fight!
Wait. What are you talking about?
Vanessa talk, you still friends. You talk every day.
I don't talk every
You're
day.
crazy. Reading.
And he had a very strange and creepy addiction which ended up ruining all of his relationships.
How's your You sent pictures today?
What are you talking about?
Stop. Colt, you have a problem. You need a doctor.
We mean this whole mess is just too dramatic. There are cheating allegations, there are police reports, and some, let's just say, very uncomfortable moments.
Good morning, my How are you, my Good night. Oh, I forget my
So today we're going back through the chaos, the marriages, the accusations, and the moments that turned Colt from an awkward cast member into a full-blown reality TV controversy.
Whoa. Hey!
You do it because you want to competition to me. You
I don't want to be competition. I'm his mother. Why would I want competition for you?
Mindset of love is absolutely delusional and confusing. You don't know what love is or what respect is. You don't know what it is to have a marriage or a true, meaningful life.
However, before Colt Johnson became a full-time topic of internet debates, he was just a quiet guy from Las Vegas, Nevada, working a normal tech job and living what you could politely call a very uncomplicated life. And by uncomplicated, we mean no wild dating history, no public drama, and most famously, no desire to leave his mother's house anytime soon.
It was like all the boxes were checked, and she seemed cool with the idea of me living with my mother.
Colt was born to Harley and Debbie Johnson in June of 1985. His father passed away when he was very young, so he became a mama's boy.
You could say I'm a bit of a mommy's boy.
He's also known as Debbie's miracle baby because he was born after Debbie was told by a doctor that she could not conceive, and he was born 3 months premature. Colt worked as a software development engineer for DigiPen Research and Development. A stable job, decent career, the kind of life that looks perfectly fine on paper and aggressively unremarkable everywhere else. During his 90 Day Fiancé Season 6 debut, Colt was working in the same position at Konami Gaming, a casino game company. He wasn't a celebrity, he wasn't a socialite, and he definitely wasn't the kind of person you'd expect to end up at the center of reality TV chaos. But then again, reality TV has a talent for finding very specific people, especially TLC. We mean, so far we've seen everything unimaginable on the channel, from 12-year-olds getting pregnant to an ongoing, never-ending Christian family. So yeah, we're not really surprised. For Colt, his real defining feature before fame wasn't his job, it was his living arrangement. He lived with his mother, Debbie Johnson, and not in the "I'm saving up for rent" way, in the "this is just how life is now" way. In the promo video of his Season 6 introduction, he said that he was specifically looking for a woman who would be comfortable living with his mom.
My name is Colt. I live in Las Vegas, Nevada. I live with my cats.
Oh, you look so beautiful.
And my mother, Debbie.
You know, you're a very good cook, Mom.
I met Larissa through social media.
Hi.
I saw her and I thought I was having a heart attack.
You look handsome.
Oh, thank you, darling. It was like all the boxes were checked, and she seemed cool with the idea of me living with my mother.
We mean, yeah. He consistently talked about how he was a mama's boy and how she did everything for him. Laundry, cooking, diaper changing, you name it.
My mother cooks for me, does my laundry. She will drive me to work and pick me up.
As you guys can tell, Debbie wasn't just a parent in the background either. She was present, very present. The kind of present where viewers would later start wondering if Colt was in a relationship with a woman or if he and his mom were a package deal that nobody read the fine print for. We mean, this guy really said that his mom was like his bro.
I feel like there should be this sense of shame that my mother and I have about talking about my or my bad behavior, but we're pretty cool. We're like bros. She's always kind of treated me more like a friend than like a mother. So me talking to her about cheating, she's always kind of got my back.
Well, that was weird. As you guys can tell, Debbie, of course, was a big reason why most of Colt's relationships failed. But it was not the only reason. Colt was, and there's no polite way to say it, kind of creepy guy.
Like, you know what I did, right? Like, I having a relationship with another woman in Brazil. And it wasn't just a friendship. We were actually exchanging adult imagery.
Now, before 90 Day Fiancé, Colt's life was basically a loop. Work, home, repeat. No major public relationships, no known dating scandals, no dramatic past that hinted at what was coming. Just a quiet tech guy in Las Vegas living under the radar with his mom. And honestly, if someone had told you that this man would one day become one of the most argued about figures in the entire franchise, you probably would have laughed and moved on. That changed in 2018. That's when Colt Johnson entered 90 Day Fiancé Season 6. His introduction to the show came through an international relationship with Larissa dos Santos Lima, a woman from Brazil whom he met online. The classic 90 Day Fiancé setup. Long-distance romance, fast engagement, and a K-1 visa bringing everything together in the United States. On paper, it sounded like a normal reality TV love story. You know, awkward guy meets fiery woman, cultural differences, happy ending, credits roll. Except nothing about Colt's story stayed normal for very long, because the moment Larissa landed in Las Vegas, viewers were introduced to a very specific living situation. A newly arrived fiancé, her new husband, and his mother, already fully living in the house like she had executive membership.
That's sweet.
Yeah.
Beautiful hair.
Thank you.
My mother and I had our thing going for many years, and now Larissa is here, and it's different, but it's good. I think we can have a really good life together.
So yeah, what was supposed to be a romance started looking more like a group project nobody agreed to. Colt didn't enter the franchise as a confident leading man or a seasoned dater. He entered as a soft-spoken software engineer who thought love would just fit into his existing life. Spoiler, it didn't.
Larissa and I were fighting most of the day. I think her fuse just blew up, and Larissa locked herself in the bathroom, so I deactivated her phone, and she was just yelling and screaming and hitting me. I don't know who called the police, but Larissa posted my phone number online. She was saying that she's in danger. I guess people online called the police.
You're mad, you're upset. This is the type of talking about her.
You don't give compliments because you talk to the woman, you give her attention.
You thought too much about this.
No.
That's
I
a good
know
idea.
that's cool.
You have to realize
You don't
that.
give compliments because
Have you ever
that's
thought maybe
right.
it's you? You're that crazy?
I need that Colt do things for me too. Other thing that make me feel a little upset, Colt, is when I ask you money for buy stuff. That, for example, I want to buy a Chanel. $3,000.
I will move heaven and earth to make you happy. But sometimes your demands are quite ridiculous, honestly.
Yeah, that's just a sneak peek. Colt and Larissa met online in early 2018. Things escalated quickly, very quickly. The kind of quickly that usually makes you pause and ask if anyone involved is actually thinking this through. Definitely not the production. Colt then traveled to Brazil to meet her in person, and within just a few days of meeting, they were engaged. Yes, 5 days. And shortly after that, Larissa moved to Las Vegas on a K-1 visa to start her life with Colt. From the outside, it already sounds rushed. But once Larissa actually arrives in the US, the cracks start showing almost immediately. First of all, Colt lived in Las Vegas, famously a hot city. And instead of having a properly cooled car waiting for his new fiancé, Larissa was picked up in a vehicle without working air conditioning, and she was visibly upset by this.
Ready to go home, darling?
Oh, please.
Larissa has only been in Las Vegas for 3 hours, and she's literally not stopped complaining since she arrived here.
He also showed up without flowers, which Larissa was mad about.
Larissa!
Where is my flowers? Where is my flowers?
Now, to be fair, this might sound like a small detail, but in Colt and Larissa's relationship, small details somehow always turned into full-scale arguments. From the very beginning, viewers could see something wasn't aligning. The expectations were different, the communication was off, and the environment itself, living with Debbie, only made things more tense. We mean the first day Larissa arrived in Las Vegas was a complete disaster from the get-go. She absolutely hated it.
What do you think?
I thought that was another place, more beautiful.
That is beautiful.
Private,
It's true.
you know. But it's okay.
It's okay. I think Larissa and I will have some small hurdles to overcome initially.
I can't survive here.
Honey, I need you to stop, okay?
I love you. It's matter.
I love you too. I appreciate you saying that. I just want to go home and enjoy my time with you.
But finally, I will meet mommy and the baby girl.
Yeah. I feel like the largest barrier for us will be just to learn to live with my mother.
Also, Colt proposed to her on the 14th floor of some building, knowing fully well that she was scared of heights.
I hope it makes her happy. You know, I got you a present.
Oh.
It's true. I don't know if you might want it, but...
Beautiful.
Larissa, want to get married?
Yes. Oh, nice, baby. Thank you.
Now, it's also important to understand Larissa's perspective in all of this. She'd often expressed interest in building a better life in America, living her American dream, which was something she did not necessarily see in Las Vegas.
Not in my American dream.
You've only been here 3 hours.
Here, it's a nightmare.
You see, she even said that one thing she looks for in a partnership is citizenship.
So what other values do you look for in a man? Like what, I mean, what...
Citizenship.
That's what I was looking for.
Well, at least she's honest. Some might even say too much. At the same time, Larissa became one of the most, well, visually transformative cast members in the franchise. Over the course of her time on the show and after, she underwent multiple cosmetic procedures, including changes such as a Brazilian butt lift, lip fillers, and other aesthetic enhancements. She was known for this. Regardless of opinions, one thing is undeniable. She built a massive social media presence afterward and gained a significant following, eventually turning her reality TV fame into a successful OF career. However, before all of this fully unfolded, Larissa was putting up with Colt. And as you can imagine, Debbie was not exactly cooperative either. From the very beginning, the first night Larissa arrived at their home, Debbie ended up crying. It was honestly hilarious seeing the whole exchange.
When Colt told me that we live with his mother, I got worried. I can't lie and say no, I love it.
So how was your trip?
The flight was amazing.
Yeah?
No turbulence.
So what do you think of Las Vegas? You can see this trip. Okay.
What do you think of Las Vegas, honey?
No.
We got
Las Vegas, I can't say the same, but it's not like the pictures.
No.
No.
I think she's a tiny bit disappointed.
Yeah?
Yes.
No.
A little bit. But this is a beautiful house. So.
Have it the sofa?
There's no sofa. Because I wanted to wait until you got here, and now guess what? You can pick one out.
Yes.
With her, or me, or all of us. I love it.
I'm so happy for you guys.
I love you, Mom.
We mean, this honesty is so awkward, but somehow it gets even worse. Colt shows Larissa around the house, and she seems, well, very unimpressed.
Closet?
Baby girl.
Baby girl,
Hey.
this is Larissa, your new
So you
mother.
attack?
I hope you like it. Yeah?
Okay.
Okay.
I don't like the house because it's small. No furniture in the living room. And it's ugly decoration.
To be fair, the house is pretty bare. There's no real decoration, no sofa, no nothing. It's all very bland and empty. Then Debbie cooks some weird-looking mush for Larissa, which she clearly has no interest in eating. Larissa was honestly a total queen in her own mind, because she did not like the house and she didn't hold back. She never does, honestly. She just straight up says that she wants to move into a bigger house with a pool because this one is too small. And honestly, it was pretty funny to watch.
What do you think of the house?
I like the house, but I think that if we move to a new house with a pool, you know, more biggie.
Look, we're not even one day in. Let's...
We can,
You want it, you know,
we can put the sound machine in my
in
bedroom.
3
It's not a big
hours,
deal.
I hate Las Vegas and I would like to move to other planet, but I can't, so I would like to move to other house.
I mean, I don't know what you want me to do. You don't like Las Vegas.
for other
You don't like the
houses.
heat.
3 months in
You don't like the
in
house. You don't like anything. So I'm like, okay. I mean, what do you want me to
I
do?
like you, it's enough.
Oh, I like you too, baby.
mommy.
Aw.
Now, if you think this weird interaction is bad, trust us, it's about to get 10 times worse. The relationship between Colt and Larissa was honestly just too toxic to begin with. There were moments where Colt and Debbie would argue with her, and at one point, there was even an incident where Larissa was kicked out of the car in the middle of a desert after an argument. And every time Larissa tried to change or adjust things around the house, even small things, Debbie would get extremely offended, like she was being personally attacked. Well, maybe the slot machine incident was a tad bit personal.
So the slot machine, no. Who gave it to you, the slot machine?
My dad bought it for her.
Oh. I'm sorry. No, it's okay.
It's cute. It's a toy. It's nice. You making dinner?
It's ready.
What you made, Debbie?
Beef stew.
Just want to eat?
When I feel hungry, I eat.
Now here's where things get even more frustrating for viewers, because Colt, true to his reputation as a mama's boy, almost always ended up siding with his mother in these situations. Instead of setting clear boundaries or backing his wife when needed, he would often step in to defend Debbie, telling Larissa she needed to calm down, that she wasn't the victim, and that she was the one handling things wrong.
Larissa, you cannot talk to people like that. No, stop. You're not perfect.
He also thought that Larissa complained too much and that she was crazy. He had a big problem with Larissa's attitude, and honestly, she did have an attitude. The only thing is that her attitude made the show so much more entertaining. I mean, just look at this.
I can't work. You sign the paper. You are my sponsor.
I never signed a contract that says I have to buy you 200 dresses, $1,000 makeup.
So who you buy? I go to strip? Oh, please, please, my husband.
I don't know
Who is
what love
against
is
the queen
or
will
what
die.
respect is.
I can't survive here.
Honey, I need you to stop, okay? I've made mistakes.
Okay, if you do any other better thing to me, I will divorce.
It's not my actions solely that brought us here today. I wasn't the one that threw my rings down the toilet.
We mean, this girl was so crazy she flushed her wedding ring down the toilet.
She either shuts down or she'll rant. She just wants more and more things. I know she's not happy, but in order for our marriage to work, we have to be able to communicate. I want to talk to you like an adult, like my wife. I don't want you to just rant.
So from Larissa's perspective, she wasn't just dealing with a husband. She was dealing with a husband who came as a package deal with his mother, and that package deal always had a very strong opinion.
Why do you guys want to be married to each other? I don't understand that.
You do it because you want to competition to me.
You don't want to be competition. I'm his mother.
Hey,
Why would I want
darling,
competition for you? You know what?
Cookie, okay? You go to the toilet, it's clean. Why?
Cooking and cleaning, it doesn't take that long during the day. It doesn't. You sleep all day.
I sleeping. Who clean the house, Debbie? Sorry, don't say it. You watch cartoon all day.
You are so mean to me.
Stop being
Why
hostile.
I mean to you? What you do with my life, in my marriage? Our marriage is like this because of you. I clean the house.
You need to calm down now.
Scream like someone crazy.
You need to be nice to me.
Now, to be fair, Debbie was extremely difficult in many situations, and Larissa was also very aggressive and emotionally reactive, which only made things worse. So what you ended up with was pure chaos on all sides. There are several moments from the show that are honestly too messy to even explain properly in words, and the situation escalated so much at different points that Larissa even ended up getting involved with the authorities at one stage. Honestly, if she had just walked away earlier, things probably would have ended very differently, but instead everything kept spiraling because she also wanted a piece of that 90 Days Fiancé fame and, of course, a green card. And somewhere in the middle of all this, Colt's cousin John also got involved and made comments calling Larissa a B-word, basically telling her she should be grateful for even having the chance at a green card. Honestly, he was also equally repulsive. There was the infamous barbecue episode where John and his wife came over to Colt's.
Hey, guys.
Hey.
Hello.
Hello. Hey, what's
How's
going
it going? Smell the barbecue.
Yeah. Hi. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Say hi, baby. Can you say hi?
Hi. Good to see you. Give me a hug. How are you?
How are you? You're looking good.
Thank you. You too.
How you doing?
Hey, guys.
You look wonderful.
Hi, baby.
You too.
Wonderful.
You look great, too.
Hey, thanks for inviting us for a barbecue.
Yeah.
We're excited.
Get some chairs out for you guys.
When John walked on the door, I thought say hello, but no, he don't talk to me at all. I think that he was completely rude.
Come on, you guys are gonna play inside while we have grown-up time. Come on.
Hey, Larissa, you want to sit here? Right here?
So the whole argument was about whether Debbie would continue living with Colt and Larissa after the marriage or not. John came over to have a conversation about it, and throughout the discussion, he kept implying that Larissa was using Colt and was only interested in what she could get from him.
He loves both of you guys, and if you guys love him, you guys gotta work this out so that he can have both of you in his life.
And that's a big-ass ring. So you should feel like a damn queen with a rock like that. But no, you take advantage.
What's take advantage? I don't bring anything.
Oh, it does. Hey, you know what? Half I don't say I just go with because he's a sweetheart and I love him.
When John said that I would like to take advantage of Colt, I just laugh. Because advantage, what? Colt's not millionaire. Colt having a car with no air conditioner. So what kind of advantage are you taking? Using his body? Maybe. It's the only advantage that I take.
You better love him, dude. I swear to God.
I love him. I want to respect
Well, we'll see.
him.
We'll see. So
But I want to
we'll
put
see.
my
It's
head
right.
down for someone to control me. And the whole
Wonderful.
using his life to
Wonderful.
affect me.
And this interaction actually ended in one of the most iconic feuds ever. Larissa is shouting, throwing fits, and everything is erupting into chaos.
You're a lucky one because he deserves better. He deserves better. Stop it. Welcome to Vegas. Ass is cheap. Ass is cheap.
When I
Good
have
luck.
my Jaguar,
Good
I
luck.
will take you
Good
to
luck.
travel
Don't come in here
okay?
screaming.
Good luck.
When
Come in
I
here
have
screaming.
my Jaguar.
I can't pretend anymore. It's just fake. That's not true love. I'm sorry. That's just a lie. Love is enduring for the other.
No,
Love
you
is
are not
fighting for the
alone
other.
in my
Love-
wedding. Don't come to my wedding, okay? What do you think that you are? And everyone that's against me,
Your
not my wedding, okay?
fictitious
You say today that's going to
mindset of love is absolutely delusional and confusing. You don't know what love is or what respect is.
Now, this was one of the most iconic lines Larissa ever said on the show. Who is against the queen will die. And honestly, as ridiculous as it sounds, Larissa really was a queen in her own mind. She wasn't like some of the other women who later came into Colt's life, like Courtney or Diana. Both of them just seemed completely clueless, at least in our opinion. Larissa, on the other hand, actually had some self-worth. She wasn't afraid to speak her mind, stand up for herself, or tell people exactly what she thought, even when it got her into trouble. Was she dramatic? Absolutely. But she was never a pushover. After all of this, Colt and Larissa still ended up getting married, and from there, things went extremely bad, extremely fast. Just a few months after the marriage, Larissa got arrested and detained for 48 hours. According to Colt, they had a fight, and Larissa was acting extremely violent. She allegedly attacked him and scratched him, which is why he called the police.
Things got heated, right? So, and then I called the police. And she ended up spending 48 hours in jail. She has to go to trial. Her court date is set for a few months from now. Even if her case is dismissed, it might still affect her chances at applying for a green card.
However, according to Larissa, it was the opposite. She claimed that Colt was constantly pushing her buttons and mentally abusing her until she reacted. Now, this whole police situation was also weird in its own way, because Larissa herself later said that she actually ended up making friends in jail.
I never feel so cold in my life. In the end, I make some friends there.
I mean, she is a queen after all. And honestly, Larissa is one of those characters you cannot even fully categorize. She's chaotic, dramatic, but also unintentionally one of the most entertaining personalities the show has ever had. There were also multiple other moments between her, Colt, and Debbie that felt like pure reality TV cinema.
What do you think you're doing now? You're yelling at everyone. You're mad. What are you doing wrong? Look at the mirror. Listen.
Debbie, please, when I'm in the same place,
Debbie,
don't slam the doors.
Debbie, come here.
She just go there to slam the door.
She didn't slam the door.
Yeah, she say, oh, you punch it there. But you can do it, please. Don't slam it. It's really.
Larissa, calm down.
Slam the door.
Larissa.
Let me show you. Slam the door. I'll show you.
Larissa.
That's slam the door.
Like you always does.
I'm done. I'm done. I'm done.
Put your hands on me. I call the police.
I'm done with you.
Larissa, calm down.
I am so done.
Larissa, you're not the victim.
Yes.
Larissa, calm down, please.
However, things got even worse after this, because a second arrest situation followed.
Larissa's been here for a year, and she's been arrested 3 times. Larissa was upset at me, and she kept going and going and going, and as the hours progressed, she became more vile.
And at this point, it honestly started to feel like Colt was using the situation as leverage over Larissa, almost like holding the idea of deportation over her head to get her to behave or listen. At least, that's how it appeared from the outside. But Larissa, of course, was never really the type to follow anyone's rules. This time, Colt and Larissa had another major fight. Larissa ended up locking herself in the bathroom, and in response, Colt cut off her internet and phone access. But somehow, she still managed to get internet back, changed her username to "Help, I am without phone," and posted in a way that made viewers panic and even call the police to their house. When police arrived, the situation escalated again, and Larissa was once again charged.
Larissa and I were fighting most of the day. I think her fuse just blew up, and Larissa locked herself in the bathroom, so I deactivated her phone, and she was just yelling and screaming and hitting me. I don't know who called the police, but Larissa posted my phone number online. She was saying that she's in danger. I guess people online called the police.
Now, to be fair, Larissa was also not portrayed as innocent in the broader picture. She's been criticized for leaving her kids behind in Brazil to pursue her American dream, and for relying on her father for financial support, including money for cosmetic procedures. Regardless, Larissa later expressed that one of her biggest issues in the relationship was that Colt only wanted from her and treated her more like an object than a partner. And this is where this story starts reflecting a pattern we've seen in other reality TV relationships as well, where older and socially awkward men, often unemployed or unstable in real life, are placed opposite women chasing an American lifestyle, and the dynamic quickly turns transactional and toxic.
I want $1 million from Colt, but it's better 200 than nothing.
Honestly, the fact that these kinds of storylines are still enabled and repeated on reality TV is something we don't fully understand. There's so much more production could explore, but instead, it often leans into repetitive chaos and dysfunction. Coming back to Colt and Larissa, the final breakdown happened after yet another police-related incident, this time involving Debbie as well, who reportedly called the police on Larissa, leading to another arrest situation.
Larissa was upset at me, and she kept going and going and going, and as the hours progressed, she became more vile. Ultimately, my mother called the police. Larissa's no longer living in this house, and I have no idea where she's at. It's over. When Larissa decided to come to America, I never thought she'd act like this, not in 1,000 years. And this is not the person that I met in Mexico. It's not the person that I fell in love with.
Debbie was seen crying during parts of the aftermath, fully emotional and protective of Colt.
I don't know what the future will hold for me or you, but I'll be there for you.
Okay.
I love you.
I love you too, and I'll be there for you.
Okay.
Love you.
Honestly, it does look like Debbie and Colt are a couple, and at this point it became very clear that this wasn't just a couple's issue anymore. It was Colt, Larissa, and Debbie, completely entangled in each other's lives. Now, one thing that stood out to many viewers throughout all of this was Colt's behavior during conflicts. He rarely screamed, rarely shouted, and often stayed unusually calm even in extremely tense situations. And that calmness is exactly what made public opinion so divided in the beginning. Many viewers initially saw Larissa as the main aggressor because she was loud, emotional, and reactive. But over time, that perception started to shift, especially as people rewatched the situations and questioned whether Colt's calm behavior was truly innocent or something more calculated. Because he wasn't loud, there were moments where he appeared to be deliberately pushing buttons, provoking reactions, and then presenting himself as the reasonable one in contrast. The only time he truly seemed to lose control was when Larissa made accusations involving his mother, which triggered one of the few genuinely explosive reactions from him.
Do you feel happy right now?
How do you feel to f***ing with all motherfucker? Because you act like she's a lover.
That's ridiculous.
So you don't think that you should just stand by my side?
Do you stand by mine?
What I do for you, you dirty piggy?
She's making me crazy. I want to stand next to my wife. I want to work with her, but Larissa keeps antagonizing my mother. So much has happened between Larissa and I in the past few months. After everything I've done for Larissa, she gives me zero respect and zero love. I don't care anymore. I'm done.
Okay.
I don't like you.
Okay.
I'm tired of you.
Okay.
I'm going to divorce you.
Can't hold. Go bad. Go bad.
After everything, Colt eventually filed for divorce and even had basic lifestyle changes afterward, including things like getting air conditioning installed in his car after the separation, something that he refused to get during the entirety of his relationship.
I filed for divorce, and I got a new car, and it has air conditioning.
Now, this was huge news, so much so that it made headlines. Now, a major portion of the show was actually dedicated to Larissa's legal cases and how her lawyer helped her navigate them. In one episode, when her first case was dismissed, she was ecstatic. And honestly, after everything that happened, it was one of the few moments where things seemed to go her way. In the end, Larissa not only got the divorce, but she also managed to resolve her domestic violence case through community service and a fine, which was honestly a pretty good outcome for her given the circumstances.
I never thought in my life that I would go to the jail in America. I thinking about how my family will be ashamed.
What happened, Larissa?
The case was dismissed. Now I'm reborn.
Yeah.
Reborn, a new life.
Meanwhile, Larissa moved on very quickly, entering a new relationship with a man named Eric, whom she met via a dating app. And this guy is a character.
I have a new boyfriend. We met in a date app. I saw his pictures and I thought, whoa, he's handsome.
My name is Eric, and I live here in Las Vegas. And I'm here to pick up Larissa for a date tonight.
Eric is different from Colt, 1000%.
Their dynamic also became part of the show's extended storyline for a while before Larissa was eventually removed from the franchise due to her collaboration with Cam Soda. She posted this statement on her social media around September 2022, announcing that she had been released from her TLC contract. Now, before they let her go, Eric himself also appeared multiple times on the show, including video call segments with Colt, which led to yet another emotional reaction from him, including visible frustration and outbursts on camera. Then, of course, there were the other side storylines that were honestly just messy. For instance, there was a whole situation where Eric claimed that Larissa was unhygienic, and TLC, being TLC, practically pushed Larissa to confront him about it during a call. That entire interaction was absolutely wild.
I even talk good about you.
We were broken up.
But you don't now you want to talk about my sex.
Together,
talk about my body.
You agreed that once we got back together, whatever happened in our past during the time of when we were broken up, it would not affect what we are doing now.
You tell me the
Close
truth.
that window.
Why did you say about those people about me? Why you hate me so much? Why you hate me when I broke it up with you? You love me and you hate me.
And you stole my phone that you gave me.
You borrowed from me. I don't give it for you.
Borrow?
Okay?
Here, borrow this phone.
This is my phone. You don't have money. Buy your phone.
Around the same time, another major revelation came out. Colt had been talking to Vanessa all along. He later admitted he had feelings for her, although he framed it as friendship at first. However, it became increasingly clear that Vanessa was not just a side character in his life, and as history would go on to show, she would eventually become his next serious relationship. Now, this arc of Colt's life is what we like to call the unfaithful arc, and honestly, by this point, we feel like we've already seen a lot of different sides of Colt. But this is easily the craziest, because as the story goes on, it starts looking like Colt was never really loyal to any of his partners. In fact, there was even an incident during his relationship with Larissa where viewers thought he was very obviously flirting with a waitress right in front of her.
Colt is a bit womanizer. You know, he likes woman attention. He likes to look good.
We mean, just look at this reaction.
What do you think?
I think that's nice.
It's very nice. Very nice.
Good.
And see, the reason why people liked Larissa the most out of all the partners is that she was quick to call him out.
I'm really tired you act like attention coach. You need to talk to other women. Please stop to give compliments to a stranger woman.
Now, while Larissa moved on, and from what we can tell is now getting married, Colt had moved on too. Well, she said she was getting married with Zachy, but then it all turned out to be a prank. Regardless, in the spin-off 90 Day Fiancé Happily Ever After, he started dating Jess Caroline, another bombshell beauty from Brazil. The two first met in Chicago, went public with their relationship, and officially started dating in 2019.
Jess is way different than Larissa. She's young, she's fun, she likes to have a good time. I feel like she's a breath of fresh air. She's giving me life again. I proposed to my ex-wife after 5 days. So, I never really learned how to date one.
Brazil call. No? Never? Nothing? Okay. I think so.
I like that.
Starts tomorrow.
Starts tonight.
Tonight? Ooh, good boy. Okay.
What's my first lesson?
In Brazil, the people kiss in the first date. Sometimes first date. Ooh. American boys is slow. It's slow. We do 5 dates for kiss and 10, 11 dates for
11 days for
yeah.
Now, this relationship was honestly one of the most cringe-inducing and outrageous storylines in the entire series, because right from the start, we see the exact same pattern all over again. Debbie is heavily involved in the relationship, constantly throwing shade at Jess and asking her strange, invasive questions. From the get-go, she was trying to establish her dominance and talking about Colt choosing one of them. We mean, she was always there, always involved, always somehow part of the relationship. She even came with Colt when she went to visit Jess's family in Brazil, and Jess was obviously not too enthusiastic about it.
I'm happy that I'm here and meet my family, but I need a little time alone with Colt.
I hope she didn't hear that.
Ooh, sorry, Debbie.
And if there's one thing you should know about Jess and Colt's relationship, it's that it was a very charged relationship to the point of painfully cringe. And this was a problem because when Jess, Colt, and Debbie arrived in Brazil, Colt famously booked only one room for all of them. Yeah, you heard that right.
Oh my gosh.
And there's another one.
One room for everyone?
Well, there.
And for some reason, Debbie was the one who was mad at Jess.
Oh, what's happening here?
I either sleep for 5 minutes or 10 minutes now, or you can put me in the hospital in about a half hour.
Let's go. Let's go.
For God's sake, it's been 30 hours.
I don't have idea. She's mad at me. The first time she's cute and okay. She's okay. And now is rude. Maybe Debbie don't like me.
Let's relax. Okay, Mom.
And that's not all. Larissa had actually called Jess and warned her about Debbie. And she was right, because this mama's boy was again defending Debbie and making Jess feel like she did something wrong when it was actually him who put Debbie and Jess in that situation by booking only one room for all of them. I mean, who does that?
Look, she's been traveling all day. She hasn't slept probably since yesterday.
Mom, here?
Yeah, I know my mom's right there, but that's fine.
Yeah, I just like
Well,
your mom here.
well, she's hard of hearing and she's tired, so she'll go to sleep for a while.
Wow.
Oh, she's a little tired.
No, I think your mom don't like me.
It's hard for her. This is the first time out of the country, so.
I don't know, maybe this problem is me. Now I understand Larissa call me and say, Jess, be careful, because Deb is terrible. She's really bad with me. Scream with me, she's rude, and she's not good.
Eventually, Jess and Colt had dinner, in which he sort of briefed Jess about Debbie.
Me and you need privacy.
We do need privacy.
The same room. Me and you, your mom, in the same room. Oh, nice. Debbie, ooh. No, please. No, impossible. I like to like, so your mom here knows.
Well, I think she was just tired and just.
Oh, you tired too? You the door or? I know it. No right. The door.
Well, to be honest, Debbie always had a problem with slamming doors, and Colt always had a problem with defending the very person who sabotaged all of his relationships.
My mother wasn't mean to you. She didn't yell at you. She was just mad. She slammed the door because she wanted to lay down. She was tired.
Larissa called me and told me about Colt and Debbie. She's say, be careful because Debbie's not a old lady cute. She's rude. First, I don't believe it, but I think now I need more time before check if she's right or not.
This made things difficult between Jess and Colt from the very beginning. I mean, just look at some of these scenes where Colt and Jess are trying to be romantic while Debbie is literally sitting right there in the background. It was painful.
Let's go to the beach.
Go.
I brought my swimsuit.
Yeah?
Yeah, I have a Brazilian swimsuit.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
I really do.
Oh,
Yeah.
Nice.
Kind of like a Speedo.
I'm very excited because Colt's coming to Brazil, but I think it's weird your mom's here because my vacation and my moment. So I think so it's better me and Colt alone.
Look at this. This is cute.
Yeah. For kids, Katarina.
Oh, I thought they had bars. Yeah, Katarina and
Katarina
Dominique.
and Dominique. Kids have names. Huh? My kids with Colt have names.
Yeah?
Yeah.
We came up with names for our children one day. Miss you.
Oh, God.
What?
You're kidding, right?
Why?
What? I really gotta lay down for a bit. I'm getting sick or something.
And there are so many other moments, for example, when she started interviewing Jess, and when they had a fight over whether Colt should marry or not. Debbie got mad at the fact that Colt wanted to stay for dinner and not come back to the hotel with her when she wanted to rest.
Ele tem 34
I'm
anos.
about ready to leave here.
No. I understand Colt always not never. But maybe. Listen.
Don't put your hand on my face. Don't do that.
Why?
I'm done.
Puta que pariu.
Hold on. No, enough. Jess. Jess. Be easy on my mother.
Jess's behavior is a little out of line. I don't want to say too much, especially in front of her family, but she became aggressive, and it reminded me of the past being around Larissa, and I don't like it. Okay.
Okay. No, I need to talk first. No, Colt, stop it.
I'm going back to the hotel, regardless of what you say.
Come on.
A mãe tá autoritária. Que é muito mais, tipo assim, né? É filho pra mim e pronto. Eu acho que não é por aí. Eu acho que é muito autoritária.
Look, we've had a very long night.
You're right. I'm tired, and
You need to relax.
What?
I'll walk you to the car.
You're gonna put me in a cab and send me back to the hotel by myself? You're gonna stay here?
It'll be fine.
However, what ultimately destroyed the relationship wasn't Debbie, it was Colt, because Colt was a liar and a cheater. What ended up happening was that Jess confronted Colt after finding out he was still talking to Vanessa. Colt looked her right in the face and denied it.
Vanessa call you all the time.
I told her that I wouldn't talk to Vanessa anymore, but I'm not gonna stop talking to Vanessa right now. It feels wrong to lie to Jess, but I feel like I have to.
He consistently said that Vanessa was a friend and that Jess was jealous of her.
And eventually we decided to meet at the casino, and we just kind of hit it off.
Hi, Debbie.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Are you hungry?
Yeah, what are you making?
Steak and scalloped potatoes.
Oh, that sounds good.
Jess has never met Vanessa. She doesn't even understand who Vanessa is, and she's so jealous of her.
Ele tem uma amiga dele que fica ligando pra ele o tempo inteiro. Diz ele que é amiga da academia.
Desde quando ele vai pra academia?
Mas não tem o nome dela?
Vanessa.
Yet when Jess wasn't around, he openly admitted that he had feelings for Vanessa and had a crush on her. Behind Jess's back, he had been constantly texting Vanessa and staying in contact with her, all while insisting they were just friends. But honestly, nothing about their interactions screamed just friends. I mean, look at this.
Who wants another?
And Debbie clearly preferred Vanessa. Eventually, Jess found out that Colt had been talking to Vanessa the entire time. That revelation led to one of the most explosive moments on the show. Jess threw her shoe at Colt. Colt chased after her through the hotel. Everyone was screaming. It was absolute chaos.
Hey,
You lie!
what are you talking about?
Look at this! Read!
What?
Go, look at this!
I can't read it.
Vai!
Wait, what are you talking about?
Vanessa talk, you still friends, you talk every day!
I don't talk every
You
day.
crazy!
Jess, come on.
Stop it, I don't want to talk to you. Sai, porra, já não.
Jess, stop fighting me.
Stop you.
Jess, just talk to me. I'm asking, just give me 5 minutes. I don't lie. Jess, just give me 5 minutes.
Stop, no! I say no.
Please.
Stop. Don't touch me. You're a bad guy.
I'm not a bad guy. How am I a trash guy?
And then things somehow got even worse, because Colt later revealed that he'd actually slept with Vanessa only about a month after he and Jess started dating. So not only was Colt lying about Vanessa, he was cheating.
Even though I told Jess that I cheated on her with Vanessa after I returned from seeing her in Brazil, the reality is I slept with Vanessa before that. I lied to her for a long time. I think Jess deserves to know.
We mean, the audacity is honestly insane. And somehow, in yet one of the most ridiculous moves imaginable, Colt ended up getting Jess to talk to him just to tell her that Vanessa moved in with him. Yes.
I haven't been a very good boyfriend. There's something else I need to come clean about. So, Vanessa moved in a few weeks ago. She needed a place to stay. She's in the 3rd bedroom.
What?
She sleeps in the 3rd bedroom.
No.
At this point, there's no coming back from this. The only thing I could do is man up and be honest with her. I'm tired of lying. I'm tired of lying to Jess about Vanessa. I'm tired of lying about anything.
But the worst part was still yet to come, because Colt wasn't just cheating on Jess, he was cheating on Vanessa too, and not with one person, with multiple women. Now, we're not saying Colt was some sort of ladies' man pulling women left and right, far from it. But according to what came out on the show, he had developed a habit of sending photos of himself to women online. Jess eventually discovered conversations with multiple women and claimed there were around 8 different girls who had received these photos. And the confrontation that followed was honestly one of the most iconic scenes in the entire franchise.
Stop. Listen. In 2 weeks, you sent for 8 girls. I have a screenshot for 8 girls. Do you wanna see? No? Oh, okay. A lot of girls send social media message for me. Screenshot, Colt talking, love girls, and send pictures, send nudies, and Colt say, good morning, my and Colt say, for girls, I single. Oh, you blush. Uh-huh. Why? Okay. You know, send pictures for girls and videos. Good morning, my how are you, my good night. Oh, I forget my huh? You remember?
I just started talking about the other women online that I have been talking to and mentioning pictures. I don't know. I'm mortified, honestly. While I was talking to these women online, I sent them pics. I'm ashamed of myself.
No, you're not, Colt. You're a creep and you have a problem. It's as simple as that. By mid-2020, Jess had finally had enough and left Colt for good. She later moved on and married a man named Brian. She even met up with Larissa, which was pretty iconic in our opinion.
Remember you say Colt have a lot of girls? Yeah, it's true. 8 girls send a screenshot for me in my social media.
I don't know, I feel like he wants to be a pimp.
Colt say, good morning, my good afternoon, my good night, my all the time for
like
girls.
It was a big deal, right?
Oh, too much hands for little
And there is nothing like 2 women enjoying a dinner and dissing on a cheating man's size. And guess who Colt immediately ran back to? Vanessa Guerra. Now, Vanessa was a very different character from the women who came before her. She actually used to be a fan who slid into Colt's DMs and has been talking to him since he was with Larissa. Unlike Larissa or Jess, Vanessa knew exactly who Colt was. She had watched the drama. She had seen the lies. She knew about the cheating. And somehow she still ended up marrying him. We genuinely have no idea why.
Wow, okay. That was a big secret.
Yeah.
A very big secret. Why did you hide it from your mom?
I wanted something just for Vanessa and I. Not even, I mean, I didn't want to insult her, but it was very important to me that I showed Vanessa that this was just for her and I.
Wow. That's a good step for show your change. So that's good. I'm happy for you guys.
Honestly, one of the biggest mysteries in the entire franchise is why so many of these women kept giving Colt chances after seeing exactly how he behaved in previous relationships. But regardless, Vanessa became the next woman in Colt's life. And despite everything that had happened before, one thing never changed. Colt never seemed to stop cheating. Whether it was emotional affairs, secret messages, or sending explicit photos to strangers online, he always seemed to be looking for attention somewhere else. And as we're about to see, that habit would eventually destroy his relationship with other women too. However, one thing did end up happening during the time Colt was with Vanessa, and that was that he finally started drawing a line between his relationship and his relationship with his mother. After an argument with Debbie, Colt gave her 3 months to find a place of her own. Debbie, of course, threw a massive tantrum over it and acted like the world was ending. But eventually she moved to Canada to be with her boyfriend, Tony.
How do you see what you've done to me? You've treated me very poorly. I don't know why. I've always asked you, why do you treat me like a child? I'll always be your son, but I'm definitely not a small child anymore, so there has to be some kind of respect and distance. I can't. I'm sorry. I tried. Goodbye, Mom. Jeez. I just want to talk to you. Just want to have a relationship. Hello? Just want to have a relationship. What bull is this? I'll get my tomorrow. I'm leaving, for real. She's yelling at me. She's treating me disrespect. I don't want to deal with that.
Feel like leave House keys, you're not allowed back in here.
Go away.
Don't do this to me. You
No,
don't
it's-
give a about me.
I do
That's
care
why
about
you
you.
don't. Did you not care about me?
I do. I love you.
No, you don't. You just said, you know what? You know, you, Mom, you've been there too much. What the have I done to you to
What
your
have I done?
life?
My entire life has been your life. You've been the bus driver of my life.
What the hell is wrong with you?
And honestly, Tony and Debbie became recurring characters on the show themselves. There was also a period where Colt appeared on this speed dating show, and it was honestly cringe beyond belief. At this point, we don't believe he was officially dating Vanessa, but he was dealing with the fallout of his breakup with Jess and could not stop thinking about Vanessa. Vanessa and Colt also ended up going on a double date with Brian and Jess, which was an entire experience on its own.
I want to listen to her first. Because you lie too much. I can't trust you. I can't trust you.
I'm not
Tell
lying
me
anymore.
what happened.
So Colt and I started talking when he was with Larissa, and then eventually we met up in person. I just liked talking to him at the time. I didn't really want to jump into a relationship. But I started dating somebody else, and Colt...
This pissed me off.
Colt got very mad that I was sleeping with somebody else,
So I slept with you.
to piss me off.
And it worked.
And then we started having sex about a month after you guys started dating.
After I came back from Chicago. I'm sorry, Jess.
Now keep in mind that Colt and Vanessa's relationship, or marriage, whatever you want to call it, lasted from around 2021 to 2024. And throughout that entire period, they were constantly having problems. The main reason, of course, was Debbie, who never seemed capable of accepting that she was part of the problem.
I'm upset that you just can't do anything by yourself. I'm the first person, the first call, the first everything with you.
Not anymore.
I just feel very smothered because you're constantly in Colt's face. If I need him, you're in his face. It's nonstop.
Vanessa even said that she felt she had adopted a son because of how immature and mollycoddled Colt was.
I've never experienced Colt without Debbie, and I feel like I gained a son now.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Really?
Really?
Yeah. He needs to be taken care of. He's very high maintenance.
But you knew he was like that. Way back, because you lived with us,
Sure,
and you
sure,
know,
sure.
you
I
knew
actually,
he was.
No. I didn't realize how much you did do for him, and now that I'm stuck with it, I'm like, holy dude,
Stuck
you
with
really
it.
cannot take care of yourself, can you?
She's like, please move back in, Debbie.
Now we think this was pretty obvious, because Debbie never really took responsibility for anything. She always managed to paint herself as the victim and somehow got away with it.
Let me ask Colt, how does it feel seeing that again?
I wish I could say I felt something, but I don't. I think she's kind of just faking it.
Vanessa and Colt actually split up because of Debbie, then they moved in together. There were other things happening in their life even after Debbie moved out. For instance, they were having intimacy problems and even did a weird medieval role play.
I love stories, I love fairy tales, and I've always been kind of nerdy growing up. Kind of stayed home a lot, played video games. I thought this would be a great escape from reality.
However, after years of trying to make things work, Vanessa finally announced that she and Colt were actually getting divorced. Ironically, the announcement came after fans started asking whether Colt had been cheating on her because he had been spotted on Tinder. And under his looking for section, he had written, "I am looking to broaden my horizon." Whatever that means, Colty. And honestly, considering Colt's track record, people immediately started connecting the dots. But Vanessa cleared the air and said that he was not cheating on her and that she just fell out of love. Honestly, Vanessa seemed like a smart girl. From the beginning, she framed her relationship with Colt as a work in progress, and when the time was right, they broke up after she got her fair share of TV time.
We've been married about 10 months now.
10 good months.
10 okay months.
We've come a long way, baby. What do you think?
Now this brings us to the newest chapter in Colt's story. Back in 2022, while filming 90 Day: The Last Resort, Colt suffered a serious injury that would eventually become what fans jokingly call his wheelchair arc. However, after reading about it, we don't think it was funny because Colt was literally paralyzed for a while. He suffered serious injuries, which meant that he was now unemployed, single, and disabled. After an accident involving a trampoline, he suffered multiple injuries and temporarily lost much of his ability to walk normally. The recovery process was long, painful, and required multiple surgeries. However, he eventually recovered from it and later moved to Utah to work on his uncle's farm. This was after the breakup with Vanessa.
We moved to Reno, and we spent 3 years there together, but she came to me one day and told me that she wasn't in love with me anymore, and we filed for divorce.
While there, he had conversations about whether he should reconnect with Debbie, as the two had become increasingly distant and she was no longer as involved in his life as before.
I haven't really been in communication with my mother. I don't think she knows you're here yet. Yeah, I haven't really kind of told her exactly where I'm at.
Yeah. My Uncle John really thinks I should go see my mom, so I booked a plane ticket to go see her. And I haven't seen her in 2 years, so I have no idea what's gonna happen.
Hello. Oh, good to see you. I stopped doing that.
I appreciate your distance, your patience. We just need to figure out a better system.
And honestly, after the breakup with Vanessa, the accident, and everything else that had happened, we started seeing a different version of Colt. He lost a significant amount of weight. He started wearing his glasses again. He cut off the beard. He cut his hair shorter. And overall, he started looking much younger than he had in years. Now, there are two ways to interpret that. Either Colt was finally turning over a new leaf, or TLC was simply preparing him to break more hearts. And if you've watched this far into this story, you can probably guess which option we think it was. Because before long, Colt was once again dating multiple women at the same time. In January of this year, he posted this picture announcing that he would be returning to 90 Days single life. This time the women were Courtney and Diana, because apparently Colt's fascination with Brazilian women remains one of the few constants in the universe. Things eventually progressed to the point where Colt even decided to travel to Brazil for Diana.
I feel like I caused this, like when I've slipped down my ramp and that's
There's still some type of bond, which is maybe really dumb, but I feel responsible for him.
And as you can probably imagine, absolutely nothing about this situation was normal. And once again, he did the same thing. He cheated again, this time on both Courtney and Diana. Now, to fully understand the situation, we're going to give you guys some context. So from what we were able to piece together without watching the show was that Colt started dating Courtney Riendes from the franchise. If you remember, she originally appeared with Antonio on Before the 90 Days years earlier. The two began talking and spending time together. A lot of viewers actually thought Courtney was surprisingly patient with Colt because she even helped him during parts of his recovery after his accident. At this stage, it seemed like Colt and Courtney were exploring a relationship. However, Colt was also dating Diana on the side, whom he met away before during Hunt for Love. But he lied to Courtney, saying that she was the only girl he was talking to.
So but now you're fully committed to Courtney at this point?
100%.
So you're not talking to anybody else?
No.
Just Courtney?
Just Courtney. We just don't have the passion, the intimacy, the fire. So I really do feel like that's why I'm still talking to Diana.
There's a part of me that loves him, but I'm really starting to think, what the am I doing with him?
The whole thing blew up after he was exposed for texting random women online, something that by this point seemed less like a mistake and more like a habit.
Sometimes you gotta take accountability.
I told you,
me and this whole, let me finish.
No, let me finish. It's my segment. God damn it.
Damn it!
A few weeks ago, another girl from Canada reached out that Colt was trying to her and like begging her to come him.
Do you have messages?
Yeah.
Ooh.
I'm sorry.
At this point, no one is sure these women are even bending over backwards for him.
I really want this relationship to work with Colt, but we have major issues. His leg is broken, trust issues, his erectile dysfunction. We're not able to have sex.
There have also been a lot of people saying that Colt still had feelings for Courtney, while Diana was still talking to him as well. The entire situation became incredibly messy and complicated. And honestly, we don't really want to get lost in every little detail of that drama, because at the end of the day, one thing's clearer than ever. Colt is manipulative. He's never truly sincere with anybody. We mean, how many chances does one person actually need in life? And we think Colt Johnson has had more than enough. At first, people blamed Debbie for interfering in all of his relationships, but now Debbie's Debbie's largely out of the picture, and Colt is still doing the exact same things. Two-timing women, lying, and acting like he's just a confused guy who doesn't know what he wants.
I'm gonna fight like hell to get her back.
Which one?
Good question.
It's honestly pathetic. At some point, that excuse stops working. Because if the same thing keeps happening over and over again, eventually the common denominator becomes impossible to ignore. And honestly, we don't think Colt deserves any of these women. What makes this whole situation even stranger is that Colt doesn't really seem to have much going on for him on paper. When he first appeared on 90 Day Fiancé in 2018, he was working as a software developer and had a stable career. But since then, he appears to have been largely unemployed. In fact, some fans even noticed what looked like an Uber sticker on his car and started speculating that he was driving for Uber to make money. More importantly, channels and networks like TLC need to stop finding projects like this and presenting them as love stories when they're really just watching the same toxic cycle repeat itself again and again. Now, as for his relationship status, it actually seems like Colt is still dating Diana, and they may even still be going strong. On his Instagram, there are photos of the two celebrating anniversaries, 2 years by the way, which is honestly longer than many people probably expected. There are also pictures of them spending time together, swimming in lakes, and generally looking pretty happy. So yeah, maybe Colt has finally settled down. Only time will tell. But on that note, we're going to end today's video here. We tried our best to cover all the major details of Colt Johnson's incredibly messy love life, but if we missed any interesting moments, feel free to let us know down in the comments below. And more importantly, tell us what you think. Do you think Colt was always the problem? Was Debbie actually responsible for more than people give her credit for? Or do you think every relationship simply brings out the worst in everyone involved? Let us know your thoughts, and we'll see you in the next one.